A SEAL admiral mocked a black single-dad's rank, then recognized his sniper ink and froze. The laughter echoed through the grand naval ballroom long before anyone realized they had just humiliated the wrong man. Beneath sparkling chandeliers and polished marble floors, decorated officers mingled with politicians and military families, celebrating another year of service and sacrifice. Standing quietly near the entrance was Master Sergeant Malik Rowan, a black single father dressed in his perfectly pressed service uniform. He wasn't searching for attention. He was simply waiting for the ceremony to begin while thinking about the little girl who had begged him that morning to come home safe, just like always. But within seconds, one careless remark from a celebrated SEAL admiral would stop the room cold and uncover a story no one expected. Before we continue, if you believe kindness is stronger than pride and that everyone deserves a second chance, please like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to Heartline Stories. Your support helps us bring more unforgettable stories like this one. It was a bright spring afternoon, and sunlight poured through the towering windows overlooking the harbor. Officers in brilliant white dress uniforms laughed over old memories while photographers documented every smile. Malik remained respectfully in the background. At 39 years old, he had spent nearly 2 decades serving his country, surviving deployments that few people would ever understand. Yet none of those accomplishments mattered more to him than raising his 8-year-old daughter, Nyla, after losing his wife to a sudden illness 5 years earlier. Every promotion, every mission, every sleepless night had been driven by one purpose: to give his daughter a future built on honor, courage, and love. Although his uniform displayed numerous ribbons, Malik never wore them with prideful confidence. Experience had taught him that true heroes rarely announced themselves. Instead, they quietly carried memories that stayed with them forever. Beneath the sleeve of his dress uniform rested a faded tattoo known only to a handful of people. It was the emblem of a classified sniper task force whose existence had never been publicly acknowledged. That small piece of ink represented impossible missions, brothers who never came home, and sacrifices buried beneath government silence. As the guests continued arriving, Admiral Victor Hensley entered surrounded by senior officers. He was respected throughout the Navy and admired for decades of distinguished leadership. Cameras immediately shifted toward him, and conversations paused as people greeted the famous officer. While moving through the crowd, his attention briefly landed on Malik. Seeing only the rank on the uniform, the admiral smiled with the confidence of someone accustomed to commanding every room. He made a dismissive comment about another master sergeant trying to look important at an officer's celebration. Several nearby guests laughed politely. Some looked uncomfortable but remained silent. Malik heard every word. Years earlier, the remark might have angered him. Now, it simply reminded him that appearances often blinded people to the truth. He lowered his eyes, adjusted his cuff, and prepared to walk away rather than create a scene. As he turned, the sleeve of his uniform shifted slightly, exposing the edge of the faded tattoo on his forearm. Everything changed. The admiral's smile disappeared instantly. His confident posture stiffened. His eyes locked onto the symbol with unmistakable recognition. For a brief moment, the entire ballroom seemed to disappear from his view. Decades earlier, before either man had reached their current positions, Victor Hensley had served during an operation so dangerous that official records barely acknowledged it. During that mission, a hidden sniper team had protected hundreds of service members from impossible distances under relentless enemy fire. The identities of those snipers remained classified even from many commanding officers. Only those directly involved recognized the insignia. Victor knew exactly what that tattoo meant. It wasn't merely military artwork. It represented one of the most elite and secretive sniper units ever assembled. The admiral slowly stepped closer, no longer seeing an ordinary master sergeant. He saw someone whose silent actions had likely saved countless American lives, including, perhaps, his own. The ballroom noticed the dramatic shift immediately. The laughter vanished. Conversation stopped. People who had been smiling only moments before watched as the Admiral's expression transformed from casual superiority into stunned respect. Without raising his voice, Victor quietly asked whether Malik had served during Operation Black Horizon. Malik hesitated before giving a simple nod. Nothing more needed to be said. The Admiral remembered reports describing an unidentified sniper who held impossible positions for days without relief, eliminating threats before friendly forces even realized they existed. Entire rescue teams had survived because one unseen guardian refused to abandon his post despite overwhelming danger. For years, Victor had wondered who that mysterious marksman had been. Now the answer stood silently before him. The Admiral removed his own cap, an act that surprised everyone watching. He admitted that he had judged a man solely by rank instead of character. He acknowledged that some of the greatest warriors never sought recognition and often carried titles that failed to reflect the weight of their sacrifices. Malik accepted the apology with quiet grace. Bitterness had no place in his heart anymore. Life as a single father had taught him that forgiveness often required greater strength than confrontation. Every evening spent helping Nyla with homework, every birthday celebrated without her mother, and every promise to protect her future mattered infinitely more than winning arguments over pride. The ceremony continued, but its atmosphere had completely changed. Instead of focusing on medals and titles, guests found themselves reflecting on humility. Junior service members approached Malik not to ask about secret missions, but to thank him for demonstrating that true greatness never demands attention. Later that afternoon, Nyla arrived with a small bouquet of flowers, wearing the brightest smile in the room. She ran into her father's arms without caring about uniforms, decorations, or military traditions. To her, he wasn't an elite sniper or an experienced soldier. He was simply Dad. The Admiral watched the reunion quietly from across the hall. Only then did he fully understand what Malik had protected throughout his remarkable career. Not medals. Not promotions. Not reputation. A little girl waiting at home. As sunlight streamed across the ballroom floor, Victor realized that the strongest people were often those carrying invisible burdens with extraordinary dignity. Malik had survived war, heartbreak, loneliness, and unimaginable responsibility, yet he continued choosing kindness over resentment every single day. That evening, photographs from the ceremony captured many smiling faces, but one image stood above the rest. It showed an admiral standing respectfully beside a humble master sergeant while a young girl held both of their hands. No caption could fully explain the story behind that moment, but everyone who witnessed it understood that genuine honor could never be measured by rank alone. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with friends and family, leave a comment, and subscribe to Heartline Stories. Your encouragement inspires us to continue sharing stories that remind the world compassion will always outshine pride. Glowing Star special request: before this story ends, please comment below, respect is earned by character, not by rank. Your words may inspire someone who needs this reminder today. Sometimes the greatest heroes are not the ones standing in the brightest spotlight. They are the quiet fathers, mothers, neighbors, teachers, and servants who carry unseen scars while choosing kindness every single day. Malik Rowan never needed applause to prove his worth. His greatest victory wasn't surviving impossible missions or earning the respect of an admiral. It was coming home, embracing his daughter in the warm afternoon sunlight, and showing her that true strength is found in humility, forgiveness, and unwavering love. And in that simple embrace, everyone present witnessed the highest rank a person could ever achieve, the rank of a truly honorable human being.